Howdy, WoW family. How long has it been since you stopped by the inn? I reckon it's been too long. And you know I'm a big fan of pulling you out of the grind of Warcraft and back into the world of Warcraft. So I thought it might be fun to take a little tavern tour, show you some of my favorite chill spots throughout the world of Warcraft. We have to begin our journey with the most famous inn in all of World of Warcraft, Lion's Pride Inn. There's a lot of things to love about Lion's Pride Inn. It's got a great location, not in the city, but not too far from it. It's always busy, especially on Moonguard. A lot of activity, a lot happening in here. Has an absolutely majestic fireplace, which I think is a defining feature of a great inn. It's pretty crowded, but you can see there's a real nice energy to the place. It's well staffed. You've got Innkeeper Farley over here keeping tabs on all the patrons. You got two fellows working the bar. The butcher and the cook back here serving it up, another fireplace. Some flies on the meat. You know, some people would say that's a con, but it's really just more protein when you think about it. If things get a little too exciting upstairs, you can always come down to the basement and chill with the rogues and warlocks. You make your way upstairs and you'll see it's got some really nice spacious rooms. Look in here. We got the closet, place to put your clothes, some paintings. These beds look nice, look very clean. Big fluffy pillow, I'm a big fan of that. Next room over, it's a bit of an upgrade. You get the upgraded bed with the curtains hanging down, that's nice. Bigger window, little closet area, two closets, little table to sit at with a reef. Come on. Love the light fixture, that's very nice. Then you come over here to the suite where you get the open room here to chill and read some books. And then I don't know what's going on. We're going to step out of that. But you can see you got the double beds, the big window. So a lot going on upstairs. Some of it a little concerning. You got to be careful on Moonguard because you can get pulled into something you weren't ready for. But it's only hard the first time, and fortune favors the bold. Next inn up, Lakeshire Inn in Redridge. Best thing about Lakeshire Inn is, as the name implies, you can fish in the lake out front on this awesome dock, all the while taking in the beautiful Redridge Mountains and the town of Redridge. When you first come in and look around, you think to yourself, this is just like Lion's Pride Inn, just less crowded, but you are mistaken. There's some club gatherings down in the basement that we don't really talk about. Snitches get stitches. You got the two rooms upstairs, one with double beds. This one you got that nice queen size with the topping like we saw back in Lion's Pride. But look here, you come into the suite, you got the double security, which is nice, especially with that shady guy in the other room up here. I don't know what's going on with him. And then look here. Look at all the room in here, the vaulted ceilings, the beams, that light coming in. Telling me you're not sleeping like a baby right there? You better believe you are. For those of you who prefer a real open concept with your inn, come on out here to the Dolonar Inn out here in the Night Elf starting area. It's got a real serene vibe to it. Nice and open, getting a lot of fresh air. There's a lot of vendors downstairs for those of you who like to do some shopping during your tavern stay. Something to be aware of about this tavern is that it can turn into a goddamn furry convention in a hurry. You come up here to the second level. Looks like you got a couple massage tables, a little place to get dressed and undressed. Come out here, lay on the balcony, listen to the ancients creak along while you're getting rubbed down out here in the purple forest. Just a little bit of heaven for you. The sleeping arrangements are also very open, and while they look nice, the no pillow thing's going to be a real problem for Brother Oklahoma. I mean, I guess I can use my Librum, but no pillow's going to cost you a star on the review. Next, we arrive at one of the manliest taverns in all of Azeroth, the Thunderbrew Distillery. And you can feel your testosterone rise right when you walk in. I mean, just take a look around. You got the animal heads on display. You got shields and swords, some dwarven peacemakers on the wall, a throwing axe target, and they're serving up that awesome Thunderbrew for everybody in here. That's what I'm talking about. You can see the cook hard at work, frying up some of that Yeti meat. Then you come downstairs, and what do you see? A whole room dedicated to beer and explosives. Even got torches on the wall, like men. And check out these rooms. They come with their own fireplace. Get some more of that awesome animal head decor that drives the ladies crazy. Then you get some loaves of bread to help soak up some of that Thunderbrew you poured down your gullet. The only thing that's a little concerning for me is the stone bed. I mean, I love a firm mattress, but an actual rock? I don't know. I guess don't knock it till you try it, but it just seems like it could be wildly uncomfortable. But who the hell's going to be sleeping in this fun house anyway, right? The Salty Sailor in Booty Bay. This tavern just has so much character because it just has this awesome pirate ship theme going on throughout. I mean, right as you're heading in here, look what's outside the front door. A tropical waterfall. You come inside and I know what you're thinking. Boy, it's kind of cramped in here. But it's like a cool cramped, right? Because we're in a ship. You see the planks. You see the lighting, which you know how important good light is to paladins. This is another one of those that's well-staffed, got great security. I mean, these guys will really jack you up if people start getting out of hand. You make your way up to the second level and you got some seating, which is kind of fun because you can look down and see everybody down there. And so even though you're at different levels, it kind of feels like you're all in one big room. And the great lighting continues along with the ship theme. Look at this. Don't you feel like you're inside of a ship? Incredible. And I know most of you frown on having rats inside your eating establishments. However, in this particular case, I think we could argue that they do make some contributions to the theme. Some people might think the rooms are a little too simple, but I think it just plays wonderfully into that. We built this whole inn out of shipwrecks. And then up here on the third floor, you've got this big open room. I mean, look at these vaulted ceilings. All this wood everywhere, plenty of seating, like a nice conference room. Good for like a business meeting. You could clear these chairs and tables out, turn it into a dance floor, hang a disco ball. Some red chili pepper lights everywhere. My hips are starting to move just thinking about it. You can also step outside on the upstairs balcony and just check out this view. You got the harbor, the waterfalls, the trees, the birds, that fresh salt sea air hitting you. And if you come all the way upstairs, you're just a ramp and 28 copper away from flying back to Stormwind. So you fly down here, have a little fun on the weekend, you hop right back to Stormwind, and you're ready to get back to business in no time. Perfect. Another very popular inn, a Hero's Welcome here in Dolonar Inn. Now this one's had a couple different versions. So first off, a Hero's Welcome is an awesome name for a tavern in the World of Warcraft. And you can see it's got a real clean setup here. You also got Mrs. Bloom walking around looking like a little snack, making me bloom, right? And here comes handlebars, wood. So you got some real nice scenery strolling around. On top of that, you come down here into the kitchen and you see you got some real professional job going on. You got the cheeses, you got the fruit. You can mix it up with some of these cool bottles and glasses rolling around. Everything looks a little cleaner, not as many flies for those of you who that might affect. And down here in the basement, you can see we're keeping everything fresh and cool. So just a little bit more of a professional type of establishment. And look at this outdoor seating, huh? Out here, you can feel the breeze hitting your face. Got these nice big wooden tables. This is just a great place. If you're looking for a place to host your next business event or maybe a wedding party or something, I can't think of a better place than a Hero's Welcome. Look at all this room. But then, you kind of got your own space too. So it's private, but it's also open, which I think is a real nice feature. And, you can always add a little bit more decoration. Then you come upstairs and you got this regal room. I mean, just look, you got the blue rug with the lighting, the purple around the bed with the mage stave bed poles. Look at the ceiling design. When you take the whole package together, the clean and professional bar scene, that awesome kitchen, the outdoor area, and then the awesome bedrooms, you wrap that all up with those tasty tarts walking around, and it is a hero's welcome indeed. Then you come over to the Legion Dolonar Inn, and you can see the Legion version of a hero's welcome, and it looks very similar to the Lich King version. I mean, you still got the hotties serving it up out front, but you can also see a few differences. The Stormwind theme got bumped up a little bit. Also, you can see there at the bar, we tightened up security. The kitchen crew got a +1, but I think we can all agree adding a panda to any kitchen crew is a great idea. Downstairs, we got rid of all the cheese and fruit, and we moved in some big barrels of fun. And now this tavern's loaded for bear. And then in the outdoor area, you can see we really brought it up a notch. Added some more banners, added some benches, a lot more color, a lot of cups. I mean, it just feels a lot more alive out here. And then between the barrels out here and the ones downstairs, we are ready to go hot on a hell of a bash. And then in the Regal room, we swap out the blue rug with the purple, and everything else pretty much stays the same. I actually think I preferred the blue rug. Maybe you're a purple rug person, but I actually like the blue rug. But I can see the argument here. The purple kind of flows, but I don't know. Maybe I like the contrast. Either way, still a fantastic room and a fantastic inn. Now we arrive at the Lazy Turnip, out here on Halfway Hill in Pandaria. And you come in, and right away you can just feel the culture. Serving up some of that famous Storm Stout brew. Just some great vibes in the air. Not a lot of privacy when it comes to the bedding, but I think with how much the pandas love padding and silk, that these beds are probably crazy comfortable. A lot of people might complain that the Lazy Turnip is just too small and cluttered, but I think that tightness really plays into the sense of culture and community, which you get just a huge burst of. I mean, you step outside out here on the balcony, you see the whole town out here having a good time. Fresh food coming right off the farm, yaks, birds, green. It's beautiful, it's fun. It's just got a real great spirit to it. Gotta love the Lazy Turnip. Next tavern up, the LunarFall Inn in your garrison. First thing when you come in, you see that awesome stone fireplace with that huge fire. You see your whole crew running around in here. You see the drinks, the food. I mean, it's just a crazy cozy environment downstairs. And then upstairs, it's crazy comfortable with all this plush bedding. I mean, look at those thick pillows and those thick blankets. Really went all out, stitched them up, and made them look real nice. You come over to the suites, you get the comfortable beds plus the table, the chandelier, the paintings. I mean, it's just too much. Just too awesome. Crazy cozy, crazy comfortable, and as if that wasn't enough, it also has outdoor seating, which is an awesome addition to this big-ass solo instance garrison so that you can come sit out here and eat by yourself outside of your LunarFall Inn. Awesome. The Snug Harbor Inn in Borealis. This inn has some of the best music of all the taverns in all of Azeroth and is the definition of some great ambience. I mean, you got the low lighting from the chandeliers on top of the massive fireplace, and you can see from floor to ceiling we're themed out in that Koltiran theme. We got the fish, the harpoons, the anchors, the wheels, just everything playing into that awesome Borealis theme. One of my favorite cities in the game. That great lighting continues up here in the bunkhouse, and you can see it's just very peaceful and calm. Feel like you could take a hell of a nap up here. And look at these beds. Look at those fluffy pillows and that bedding. As good as they are at making sales, you can be pretty confident those sheets are going to be awesome. I love this tavern and I love this city. The only thing I hate about Borealis and the inn and everything is that it always makes me wonder, where in the hell is my goddamn Koltiran Paladin? WTH, WTF. Here's a tavern you'll remember from recent adventures, the Roasted Ram in the heart of Valdrakken. This is another tavern with fantastic music and atmosphere. One of the unique things about this tavern is just how open it is. I mean, it's a big open space, and it's also very busy. I mean, there's just a lot of different things going on. We got the big parrot in the back with the hat on. That's very exciting, also very concerning at the same time. You got the floating drumstick with the flames flying around. We got some smoke to the left. This girl over here is sparkling. I don't know what that's about. But it's just kind of very exciting, and yet with the lighting and stuff, it kind of brings it down, makes it calm as well. So it's kind of this dichotomy going on in this space. You don't really know how to feel. You can't get comfortable. And so you just feel good because it's all kind of circling around, you know. It's a real energy. And it's great. And the energy continues upstairs. I mean, first thing you see, you come into the game room, and there's people, they're just having a good time. Seems like this would be really loud next to the sleeping area, but you know, it is what it is. But it may not even be a problem because look at those big ass comfortable beds with tons of big fluffy pillows. I mean, I feel like that's going to be a real nice spot to lay down. On top of that, look here, you got the hookah machine, grab you a nice smoke yourself out, lay in that big comfy bed. You got the pretty dragons and the beautiful sky outside. I mean, this is a really comfy spot. The only big drawback to the roasted ram is that it's full of these disgusting abominations flapping around with their soggy wings, throwing up on everything, and just one look at those big goofy feet makes me wonder how these things ever got approved. We should have left them in Dragonflight where they belonged, but nope. We're going to allow people to continue to ruin the immersion and play these abominations, so... It's a tragedy, and they're disgusting, but I guess they're a permanent part of WoW now. So we're just going to all have to get over it eventually. Although I think we can all agree I'm still struggling in that area. And here's my favorite addition to the tavern community that arrived with the War Within. Empire's Edge Tavern in LunarFall. First thing we have to compliment here is the color scheme. And I just love these nice earth tones. Really gives it this nice, calm, chill atmosphere. Another cool thing about this tavern is every time Belladar turns purple, this tavern fills up with the Arathi. So it really has some immersion into the Arathi culture, play into this significance of this tavern. And if you ever read the little books that are written throughout the world, one of the things it suggests to the inhabitants of this area is that, hey, when Belladar's purple, everybody should go to the inn and just relax and have some fun. And that's exactly what happened. So that's a nice touch. By this point in the video, you realize I'm a sucker for a great fireplace, and this one is no exception. Not only does it look awesome, but it's also 2 stories tall. How cool is that? You come up here to the second floor, you maintain that awesome color scheme, you add in some more chairs, there's a lot going on. People having a really good time. You can see the sleeping situation over here. You got some singles, you got some bunks, even got some hammocks sprinkled in there. The incense burning. Gotta say, this area's a little bright for me to be catching some Z's, but if you're tired enough, I guess it doesn't matter. Looks like the bedding and the pillows are nice. I mean, hell, it's just that it has pillows, right? Be thankful for what you got. So no complaining from me. I love LunarFall. It's one of my favorite zones in all of Warcraft. I think it's just an immaculate piece of art. And this inn is just a perfect fit into this zone. Just an outstanding job by the Blizzard team. So that's the last of the Boklahoma's top taverns list. I hope our tour brought back some fond memories. And I hope it reminded you how awesome the world of Warcraft can be. Make sure you have fun out there. Oklahoma out.